Well, today marks 5 years since the January 6th insurrection. On that day, pro-Trump rioters stormed the Capitol, demanding the results of the 2020 election be overturned. They attacked officers and destroyed parts of the building.
One officer died a day after the attack from their injuries, and another 4 took their own lives as a result of what happened. More than 1,000 people were charged by the Justice Department in connection with that riot. Well, just last year, President Donald Trump pardoned people convicted for their involvement, and some of them live right here in central Alabama.
WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn spoke with a man who served a year in prison for being at the Capitol that day. He shares the Hoax Bluffs man story about how life has changed for him since being pardoned by the president.
I didn't miss nothing, but I didn't gain nothing either. It stopped me dead in the water for a year.
And in the years since Russell Alford was pardoned by President Donald Trump, he says all he has is a piece of paper on a wall.
When they pardoned everybody, I was already been out for about 2 weeks. It doesn't really matter. I don't care if it's on there or not. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't care what, just because they can say that you did it wrong doesn't mean that you did it wrong.
Alford spent 365 days in a Mississippi prison. He was convicted for entering a restricted building, disorderly conduct, and demonstrating inside the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection.
I didn't go in walking around. I walked in the back door about 12 feet, took a, set up against the wall, had my camera, and videotaped for 11 minutes. Never said a word.
Alford admits he was never a fan of Trump's and had never been to one of his rallies or visited the nation's capital. He says he had the money to travel and decided he wanted to see what unfolded that day with his own eyes.
That the whole thing was a Broadway play. I could see it. I wanted to see Antifa. I wanted to see all of them. It was like a tailgate behind the Capitol. It was a party.
And while he still believes the 2020 election was stolen, a claim that is proven to be false by political experts.
I was tired of sitting on the couch and listening to the mainstream media bark at you and tell you what they wanted you to hear.
He says he sleeps happily at night, knowing he didn't lie to anyone, and says it's all God's will.
Somebody's going to stand up for it. I mean, that's as simple as that. You see what's going on. They're going to, here we go, we're going to burn the streets down again because somebody doesn't agree with somebody else. That's just ridiculous.
Alford told me he almost went back to D.C. on Tuesday for the march to the Capitol. Dozens of people who were pardoned by Trump wanted to celebrate 5 years since the insurrection, but Alford decided against it, saying it's all just a part of his journey.
Another chapter for my book. Simple as that. Another chapter for my book. I've got...
In Hoax Bluff, Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.
Now, Alford tells us that life really isn't any different since he was pardoned by Trump, other than the $20,000 he spent in legal fees. He says he was already semi-retired before going to prison and still owns his body shop business.